AP, first of all, congratulations on your first win as the official head coach, but you took 6.5 quarters, but your offense is starting now to find an identity. Can you talk about that identity, please?
Congratulations to our offense and our team, but we still got work to do. I love to answer that question, but there's a lot of meat on the bone. I'll be honest, we got to run the ball better, but I do say this. We came out in the second half, especially late in the third quarter, protected the quarterback. Quarterback did a heck of a job, playing pitch and catch. He's one of the best receivers in the game. And a young rookie really stood out today, and Brock Bowers. And I thought it was just a good job of our guys being resilient, having a hard hat mentality, keeping their composure, and being a more disciplined team.
Is that all it really took for Gardner, just get the protection? Because in the second half, the way he played.
Yeah, I mean, early on, we can blame a lot of people, but we had some breakdowns in protection. It's not good enough because it happens on the first play where we got what we want, and the quarterback doesn't have time. But once we figured that out, and communication got better, and guys gelling and said, "Man, enough is enough." They did a hell of a job in the second half.
Antonio, 13-0 over the last 9.5 minutes. That's complementary football that you're talking about, offense and defense.
Say that, what was the first one?
13-0 over the last 9.5 minutes of this game. Defense and offense complementing each other. You've talked about that a lot. I know it's almost a cliche, but does it literally sometimes just come down to shooting?
Yeah, add special teams. Right, they tackle inside the 20. They shanked a punt. But to be honest, I told these guys last night and throughout the week, for us to be the best team in football last year and still one of the best teams in football and the best football player in the game, in Lamar, and we need all three units to play at their best. You like to do it for 60 minutes, but give them a shake, man. They all came together in the fourth quarter when we always talk about it, and all three phases showed up. Defense, hey, what do you guys want to do? You want to touch back or you want to cover? The head coach want to cover the kick, ball side, 20-yard line, hell of a job. Then the offense goes down there, boom, we score, and then at the end, looking, they put the ball and they shake it, and Daniel Carlson goes out there and hits the game winner.
AP, you referenced a lot of meat on the bone, a lot of things to fix, but how much easier is it as a coach to fix stuff after a win?
How big? And a win where we were 10-point underdogs, disrespected the National Football League. I've been in the game a long time, not too many times teams get picked to lose by 10 points. Our guys took it personal, and that was good, and we got a lot of cleanup to do tomorrow.
How do you describe Devontae's ability to make big catches on the stretch, and obviously he's a good point? What do you see in Devontae in games like this?
Yes, I go back to when I first took over. It's like, hey, get the best player, the ball. 12 targets, and again, we wish we could have some more out there. But when you got your best guy, you're going to get somebody else. You think you got an opportunity to make plays. And I thought Gardner, as the game went on, just kept taking shots, and either a penalty or big time catch, toe tapping by Devontae. It was just really good to see, man. And me and Tay had a good conversation late last night, and we kind of looked at each other with one of those nods and said, all right, let's go. And then, going for it on 4th and 2, we go to our best player. It didn't happen, and later in the game it does. All right, so really good job by Tay, man, and just our team in general. Tay had some drops too now, right? But then Tay came big when we needed him, and that's the most important.
Speaking about best players, Max Crosby almost gets taken for granted sometimes, but he was sort of a man possessed out there.
Best player on the field today.
Yeah.
And that's what I asked. I asked our guys, their best versus our best, who's going to be the best when we're, standing after the game. And I think our two best players stood up, 17 to 98.
You talking, Coach Mason, about how close the team was, the closeness. Is that kind of the key for when I said today to come back from behind and kind of win down the stretch?
I think so. Because it was a dogfight in the first half. Where it wasn't pretty. Going in half at 9-6, and I told these guys at halftime, look, we got to come out with a little bit more juice, and we did, but it didn't translate on the field in the third quarter right away. But what I love to see with our team, man, the Steelers interception. I look out there, there's like 50 guys on the field, or 40, whatever many guys dressed. We keep the game, win the field goal. All those guys out there celebrating. And it's just, what I like to see is when I turn around and look to the sideline, and I don't see nobody all on the field. I'm glad the officials haven't done anything to us. But just the celebration and the joy to watch each other make big plays.
You've talked about getting off to a fast start this year. You go back on to Las Vegas now, 1-1, going home for 2 games. How big was just being able to split those games?
Man, it's big. Our crowd has traveled, outstanding the last 2 weeks. In LA and here in Baltimore late in the game, they showed up. But it's time for us to put on a show back in Vegas at home and take care of home and Raider Nation. We're coming. We're looking forward to it.
Is that?